Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV. I got a game between the Blind Terran, aka Show, spawning as the Red Terran. He is playing against WhiteRa, who spawns as the Blue Protoss. He is also known as Papatas, as he is a very old, very talented ex-Brood War player, and he is one of the few foreign players that actually play on a main stage in Korea. Actually, it may not be main stage, it may just be a televised match. I'm pretty sure WhiteRa did it. And we'll be seeing exactly what happens this game. Joe is a ex-Warcraft 3 player, but now he is a full-time StarCraft 2 player. One interesting thing is, when he played in the beta, he was actually a Protoss player and then switched over to Terran. And between Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2, he also was a professional a professional poker player. So Joe, all about the strategy. He is going to throw up a 10 supply depot. And we'll see exactly what he does. Most likely going to be a 12 barracks because, well, that is the only real viable opener. You could go for a gas first and go for a fast factory, but not many Terran players like playing a mech against Protoss. He could do a double port after that, but that's just such a vulnerable build, and I don't think he'll be pulling it out. WhiteRa is going to be doing a 13 gateway, then probably going to go out to scout. Yes, that probe is going to scout after he throws down the 13 gateway. He will scout Show second because they did spawn cross positions, and on Shadow Temple you can only spawn close by air or completely across the map. You cannot spawn close by ground anymore. The probe is going to make his way up. See that Joe is not close positions, and Joe going for a gas. I think that was at 14, which is just a little bit later than I'm used to seeing it, because I believe 13 gas is the norm up for Terran. So we'll see if this is timed out, that he has exactly 25 gas when the first Marine does finish. And the barracks now complete. The probe making his way over into Show's base. He will definitely see the barracks, but the Marine will come out, take out the probe, and then Show will put up his magic veil, and WhiteRa will have no idea what he is up to unless he decides to just show WhiteRa anyways, because, well, he doesn't really care. He is all about the, I'm going to do this and just outplay you. And I say that because he is not known for scouting. As you do see, he has not left his base just yet. The Marine is going to come out and start taking care of that one probe. Does get hung up on the tech lab, so WhiteRa knows that a Marauder will be coming, which says he cannot go for a 1-gate expansion. I'm kind of curious if he's going to go for a 2 or 3-gate expand or a robo facility. We do see him throwing up that assimilator right when he could after he saw the tech lab, because he knows he cannot take a super early expand. He is going to get a sentry out after the zealot, because as long as he has a sentry, then he's going to be safe against anything. The rush distance is very far. And we actually have Show going out to scout just to see what his opponent is, because he is going to be attacking right now. We have the Marauder coming out. He will immediately move across the map. But as I was saying, since it's so far away, let's see, 10 seconds he left, 4:10. He's probably going to get to WhiteRa's base around 4:35, 4:40. And that's like a whole production cycle. So as long as you can force field this ramp, that just guarantees you will have one more unit early game than your opponent, and that will make them turn around. The SCV does come up. He sees Joe is indeed in this spot. He didn't do any liftoffs and moved to another base. And I only say that because there was a joke back in the beta about Nexus's lifting off. We do have Joe coming up this ramp. He will see the Zealot and the Sentry, and then decide, okay, let's go up the ramp. And no, he is going to be going down and back away. And now Joe is completely falling back. We do have 2 more gateways coming up, so WhiteRa is doing a 3-gate expand, or he may just go for a 3-gate pressure and then expand. We'll see exactly what he ends up doing. If you are curious what I was saying about the Nexus can't lift off, just YouTube. That's YouTube like Nexus can't lift off. It is a very funny game, even though it's back in the beta. It was definitely humorous. Now we do have WhiteRa going to be going for a 3-gate expander right at 34 supply, but Joe is almost done his command center, but he still has to morph that into an orbital command. And now another Marauder coming out, so he will have 4 Marauders and 2 Marines, but WhiteRa does have 3 gates up, and well, he'll be able to produce just enough to be able to deal with this. One probe is going to come out. We'll see the one Marauder. He's going to keep on going, and he will see the rest of Show's forces, so he knows, okay, it's a little bit heavy on the Marauder side. So WhiteRa going to be actually going to engage. Sentries do okay against Marauders. Surprisingly, they are not armored units, so Marauders have a very low DPS. Does going to immediately get picked off. The Sentries weren't close enough to do any force field, and now Show is going to be, WhiteRa is going to be falling back. And one interesting thing is, Marauders have lower DPS to non-armored units than Marines. However, they do have that slow, which is so good. And now SjoW is going to be falling back. He does see 3 Stalkers plus a lot of sentries. His expansion now is landing. He is going to be getting 2 bunkers. And we do have a Twilight Council for WhiteRa, so he may be going into a charge. And I only say that, there are no Zealots on the field, but WhiteRa is a man who loves his charge. I always see him getting charged before Blink, so that's the only reason I said that, especially against all these Marauders. Charge would be a nice thing to have. SjoW is going to go in total mode, does have a few SCVs just pulled off the line. Just in case WhiteRa wants to engage, that is 8 SCVs of buffer of damage, and now he's going to go mine as he knows WhiteRa isn't going to be putting any pressure on. We have him taking another gas right now, and the Twilight Council is done, but he does not have enough for Blink. He could get Blink if he wanted to. He could also get charged, but instead he is going to go for a very fast Templar Archive. Holy cow! 8 minutes and 50 seconds, that Templar Archive does get built. Normally I don't see that until at least the 11-minute mark. Maybe he's going to go for Archons, or maybe actually get Storm and go for High Templars. If he wants to go the Storm route, he could have Storm done before the 11-minute mark, which is normally the time you would see on Templar Archives being built. WhiteRa is going to take out these couple rocks so he can take these good base. Now the Templar Archive is finishing. WhiteRa almost has enough to research Storm. As soon as this is done, is he going to do it? He has enough now, and yes, he does. That is very well timed from WhiteRa. This is a very thought out build. He is definitely getting that Storm. 2 Marauders do stem away. We don't have any medevacs out yet. That is just how fast these Templars are coming out. The starport has now started. But if you can get Psy Storm before the medevacs, oh my god, will WhiteRa be able to do a lot of damage. So SjoW, he just has to hold off until these medevacs. If he tries to engage WhiteRa when WhiteRa has Storm and he doesn't have medevacs out, that will be GG right there. Because Storms just do so much damage. Storm now just about complete. These 2 Templars could be moving out, and WhiteRa could do a huge timing attack with Storm, but it doesn't look like he is going to be doing that, unfortunately. That would have been such a cool timing attack, but he is just going to be playing a little bit passive about that. And that's the one thing I really don't like. If you do any sort of super fast upgrades, try to work a timing into it. Because right now Storm does finish, and all this time is kind of being wasted. I mean, it's good that Storm's done, but he's not utilizing it at all, so he invested a lot to get that early on and doesn't capitalize off of it. As we do have medevacs now being produced, the first few medevacs coming out, and WhiteRa could have attacked about 30 seconds ago as his charge is at 44. So, just a little thing there. We do have SjoW 2 models on these watchtowers, so we'll see if WhiteRa decides to move out. Once charge is done, these Zealots will be a lot more scarier. And it looks like WhiteRa is going to go for his first forward, so he is going to be getting upgrades now. As well as a robo facility somewhere. I don't know exactly where that is. It is going to be down here at the Natural, and that most likely is because, well, if there's a battle that comes here, there's a mortal that doesn't want to spawn up here, walk all the way down, come around, and then join the battle. It wants to be right up close and personal. We know that WhiteRa probably feels behind because he did not do any timings with these Templars. He is just playing this very safe, so he puts his robo facility here in case attack comes from SjoW, which he's going to be dropping a few units. Archon immediately will have to deal with this. And WhiteRa is going to be moving out now. These Templars lagging behind. This one Marine knows that WhiteRa is moving out, and SjoW is going to be pulling back, and he may try to sandwich WhiteRa right here. Is he going to go in or just pull back? It looks like he is just pulling back. You see the Guardian Shield come out, and one medevac will be getting kicked off. And now here we go, the immediate fling comes, but WhiteRa could get some big storms off. There we go, 2 storms at the same time. Oh man, that just hurts so much. But SjoW is going to be able to fight backwards, and he can get away. 2 force fields go down, but that does not trap Dignitas. Instead, that says WhiteRa cannot move forward to engage, so this force field is actually working against him right now. We have this one factor here saying, okay, he knows that WhiteRa has his 3rd base up. So we'll see if another dropship does come very soon. SjoW is at the gold base right now, and the Templar is coming up to get some crucial storms off yet again. The Fire Force is taking a lot of damage. 4 storms go up. There's so many Marines, 25 Marines and 8 Marauders. And WhiteRa is making the attack with 2 Colossus, which will be devastating. As well, Colossus and Archons and High Templars, they just walk all over Marines. SjoW is going to come back, try to do some damage. Has SCVs now out. and this will actually bump into Show will be able to hold this. He will be losing SCVs on this rookie count. It is 52 to 63. Show now falling behind by quite a bit. No problem, he's got a goal base with fuel. But this Urcon, how many kills does he have to? Only 6. And then he does go down, so Show does hold on. 45 SCVs, 263 probes. WhiteRa does have a Warp Prism out, looking like he may do some storm drops very shortly. The Observer now out just to see. Show has so many Marines, building 11 Marines at once. And that is a lot of barracks. Holy cow, does he have a lot of barracks. And, yeah, not too much going on. Templars now going up into the Warp Prism. This could be to do high Templar drops, or it may just be to keep high Templars safe. As long as they are inside of this Warp Prism, they cannot be EMP'd. But curiously enough, WhiteRa doesn't have those high Templars hotkeyed. So after he drops them, he has to individually click them, which could be a pain. We do have a double drop coming out here from Show, and this is exactly what he has to do. Because he's going for mainly just Marines, and WhiteRa kind of has the HUD counter, so he's got to be everywhere at once. We see another medevac coming out to attack the third base, so this is going to be a double drop, and you can tell that Show is still a slow player, but he can still do all this drop because this one drop ship down south is just queued up. So he doesn't have to worry about that. That is on autopilot right now. Show is getting up in this medevac. He does have the high ground, so right now the Stalkers cannot shoot him, and there we go. This one medevac that is just on autopilot, going to be coming in here, automatically drops the Marine. And, well, this High Templar isn't reacting fast enough. He should storm or at least get a feedback off on the medevac. But instead, he is focusing on these two medevacs, which he does take out. But WhiteRa losing a lot of probes now. So, doing a lot of damage. Now he's coming in to this front door. WhiteRa in a lot of trouble. More storms going off on these medevacs. But this third base, I mean, this Templar is still sitting here. And now he comes off. He's like, oh, I should probably do something. WhiteRa did not know that was happening the whole time. 43 probes were killed in that little pincer attack. But there is that point in the game where WhiteRa may just be able to go and kill his opponent, but he doesn't have any buffer for the Colossus or the High Templars. He needs to morph in a lot of Zealots. But, wow, it's just looking very grim. WhiteRa's army supply is only 46. Show's is 95. And, of course, WhiteRa's work count 48 to 60. So, WhiteRa not looking good at all. And we do have more dropships just queued on up. And this one dropship is going to be getting out. And WhiteRa, is he going to pull back to defend this? All his units are down here. This one lock has not been destroyed, so he's way out of position. And it looks like Show just wants to go in for it, but then decides, oh my god, I only got Marines against Colossus and stuff, so I'm going to be backing out. While at the same time, I'm going to go into the main. And this is going to do a lot of damage. The Marines are at 2-1, while the Zealots are at 1-1 right now. With Production 2 is about halfway done. And now this Nexus is going to be getting taken out by just all these Marines. WhiteRa pulling back everything to come at this, while another medevac will be going in to attack the third base. The Show being everywhere at once, and this is something you wouldn't really expect from him just because everyone says he's such a slow player. But, well, he's showing us that the game, like, engine allows you to be slow and just do things. There goes the feedback on this one medevac. Now more Zealots are getting dropped, but these Marines probably could easily take out the Zealots with the help. And, oh my god, even lifting up the Marines as they get injured. Saving a few of them, doing extra damage. Now the pylon goes out. At the same time, Show is going to be going into the main. WhiteRa has to split the swords and slots to go deal with those. And I think, oh no, he's not playing swords. He's just going to whoop in units to try to deal with these Marines. Show no longer lifting up the units. That was cute like it, but it's not lasting, as he is now focusing on this, which does unpower these gateways. But WhiteRa still has plenty of gateways on power, but 59 workers killed, and that is very bad. WhiteRa now at 47 probes, to 60 SCVs, and that medevac is going to be getting away. WhiteRa going in, he has had enough, and, well, it's not going to be good. I mean, there are 9 ghosts out for Show, and, well, just an unlimited supply of Marines. That's 76 Marines. I don't care if you have 3 Colossus. If you don't have a buffer, those Marines are just going to walk up and demolish you. So WhiteRa does have to be very cautious. We do have another drop going off. So this is the same jump that just keeps going back. Please do get whooped in, and it looks like that will be getting taken out. This time is the first time Joe has not gone and done another drop in the main. All the ghosts coming out, just nice these high Templars. He doesn't get into ghost die. Their purpose was to ensure that no dwarf could be going off. Now that Urkon is going down, WhiteRa in a lot of trouble right here. Will be able to hold off with these two Colossus. It does not look like it. Joe just has way too much. And that is gonna be it. GG, says WhiteRa. Very well played, Show. And, well, that's the second time casting Show that he's beat WhiteRa. And I just want to point out the fact I'm getting these replays from WhiteRa's site. He is putting these out, so it's not like Show is uploading them to a replay site saying, haha, I beat WhiteRa, come and watch me. No, this is WhiteRa uploading games he plays where he wins about 80% of them, and Show is in these games saying, I beat you. What now? So Show showing us he has a very strong TVP, and I hope you enjoy the cast, and I'll see you next time.